So happy Equinox, September 22nd. Let's see what today's energy is. It was September 21st, it's September 22nd, so it is the equinox, and it is the solstice, so welcome to fall. Today's the 22nd, and we are following up with yesterday, which is 18 and 9 numerologically, so the moon card and the hermit card. And so today we're walking into the 22nd, which is 19 and 1, which is the sun card and the magician. So the sun card represented by number 19 and the magician represented by card 1. So if we go back to the 20th, we had the star card and the strength card with 17 and 8. So going back the past few days, perhaps on the 20th, we were processing some things from the universe that were eventually going to help make us stronger. And so yesterday could have possibly been more of a day where we reflected that internally or got some intuitive messages about that. Maybe we're more within. And it looks like possibly the 22nd, we may be slightly more exuberant, action-oriented, and thought processing oriented with the magician card. And so when you put your thoughts together with your actions and you kind of let it go, so that's you creating magic in that way. All right, so let's see if there's any tarot cards that we need for September 22nd, and we'll go from there. All right, let's see. And if we go through to the 23rd, we have, which for you watching this will possibly be tomorrow, that would be the Judgment card and the High Priestess. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. So something that we're concentrating on working on. Know that we have more to do and that we have plenty that we have accomplished. And that right now that there is peace in the atmosphere, and especially that you can find peace while dedicating yourself to specific studies or interest of your liking, and as well as create peace in your space by working on that thing, whatever it might be. And so what is it that we need to know for the 8 of Pentacles? Here, moving into the fall. So clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles. So 8 also being relating to, let's see, hold on a second. I didn't feel like it really related. I was going to take it back to the Strength card. Because of the 8, the relation of the 8. So perhaps what you processed on the 20th, coming, into this part of the week, can be a little bit more of your focus. Over to the side, King of Wands reverse. So now we have the King of Wands energy coming up on September 26th. September 26th. This is kind of a mixed bag. It's the first decan of Aries. Just focus. You don't know what I'm talking about? Okay. So, over here on the left, so the King of Wands, representing the first decan of Aries, is in reverse. So this is in the process of creation of either working together with some of the plans that you have in the first decan of Aries, what's possibly astrologically there now, or with the beginning of self, ego, contemplation in that area. And with the Hierophant also representing the September 26th, we've got Mercury, Taurus, so thinking about, actions, how we can bring ourselves sort of like abundance. Oh, got it. And so I don't really know if this is reversed or whatever. So the Chariot card, so thinking about what we're going to be moving on to with this thing that we are focusing on, while this sort of process is sort of formulating in the King of Wands zone. What is it that we need to know? This is so weird, right? So weird it's on here. Alright, let's see. So the Four of Cups. So with that being on top of the Chariot and what you're working on, I'm getting the idea that maybe somebody doesn't see the present value, or that you're not seeing the present value in this situation, and that maybe moving towards, let's see, or that person 4-8. I don't see the value. So 4-7-8. 5 of Wands reverse. So that landed on top of the King of Wands reverse. And so it can have you sort of dissatisfied if there's some sort of conflict. It can be internal or revolutionary. And so this is the sort of thing that sort of almost causes the swift action to be taken to the Chariot, to where you focus. So you got to refocus on your work and your studies and creating that peace and creating that life. It seems as though to sort of get away from the feeling of what might be like a bit of dissatisfaction with the Four of Cups, because you have the Knight of Swords. So moving in, okay, to, let's see, come on you guys. So that's going to be, you know, air. You want to dictate your thoughts, not let them dictate you, so that when you get into a Four of Cups sort of status, where you're sort of feeling dissatisfied or unrecognized by others, that you know that by moving into something that you can focus on and create in your life, that's going to help you right now in the midst of some turbulation, which seems like it could be with the ego and what it is that we want to create. So something that we're not talking about is, this can be related to the family or idealism, perhaps wanting things to be a certain sort of perfect. Let's see, so with the 4 and the 4, and this can also be with either like your 4th house. So the 4th house is right now. Lose focus. Okay, so there can be a lot of temptations. So it seems that in order to achieve like victory, harmony, success, and abundance in this, you have a lot of options, but it's like you're gonna more like turn your nose up to it if it's sort of causing this sort of energy. That way you can just sort of derive moving into more of a work focused, goal oriented, creative mode, while the King of Wands is reversed. The 5 of Wands is reversed, sort of causing that action of the Knight in Swords. So with the Devil reversed, letting go of working for things that don't work for us. So be able to be that person who's free to create the things that you're sort of imagining, and to kind of come to more of a unified like victory status for yourself, if that makes sense. And something else about the 4 of Cups energy over here is the World card reversed as well. So there is also a lot of conflict in the world, a lot of verbalizing of conflicting things in the world, a lot of people defining who and what we are to be in the world, and even what we are to say and how we're to fight, how we're to play. And so this essence in its own self can have us feeling dissatisfied. So once again, taking on that cup could be also filling, your belly with the Judgment. Yes, definitely, with the 23rd coming up. You want to realize that we do have the Judgment card ruling that day, as well as the High Priestess. So thank God that today, being the 22nd, we have the Sun and the Magician energy sort of ruling the day. So after yesterday, coming into a little recap, having been the Moon and the Hermit card, we've internalized some of the things that the universe has given us to work with, And we'll be taking assertive action or unassertive action with Mars and Gemini, and depending what it is that we're going to use our thoughts with Mercury and Mars together, Magician card, to create Mars and the Sun together, right? And then we just kind of going to be best to sort of let that go, especially with the 23rd coming up, the Judgment card and the High Priestess. It's all about releasing that judgment once you set the intention, and we can call that magic for the moment. And the High Priestess card, you know, this is the Divine Feminine entering the scene, and she's ready to integrate now with the Divine Masculine. So if we say that with the Magician card and the Sun and that heavy Mars energy, that we did take Divine Masculine energy and move it, initiated first by our thoughts and then our actions, we have now the 23rd moved into the feminine energy of this, which is now receiving, right? And also represented by the moon. And so now the thoughts are now coming and processing about the things that we've done here on the 22nd, possibly the rewards or, you know, negative implications with the Judgment card. But once again, that depends on, are you able to release, let go, and ascend from the higher point of view from what we've gone through this month of September. And the tarot cards are coming in initially with the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the idea to, we know that when we're reading a book or creating or journaling or doing these things that sort of generally create a positive environment for ourselves, that we are also creating a positive environment for that those around us as well. And so while that was occurring, we had the King of Wands show up in reverse over to the left. And so on top of that, to excruciatingly explain that we had the Five of Wands also encouraging the King of Wands action in reverse, and delineating that, we have come up with the Four of Cups. So we kind of found out that if we're not focusing and creating that life, that, and so that we have the negative thoughts or lower vibrations entering, whether it be from our own thought field or that if another. And the King of Wands representing the first decan of Aries, so how it is that we see things, or how it is that we're seen, or how it is that we initially take action on things, or how we, you know, so initially, right? And so initially you have the chance to take with the Knight of Wands, move the air around in the thought patterns, right? Because you then have the Chariot card come up. And with the Chariot card, that tells us that you're able to move that action back into that focus, and a little bit of a divulsion of what was going on with the kind of like a thing, I don't know what to call it here, but this is the World card. So the World card, it could be that maybe you have a lot going on in your world, or that the world is the one maybe pouring a little bit of the poison in your cup. Something that we didn't want to talk about too much or anything was our little bit of an idealism, and something that's maybe a little bit deeper down if we keep digging, you know, in time here. So be patient, let it go. We'll get that idealistic sort of victory that we're looking for. And see, the victory is that while we are steady working on these 8 pentacles, right, there's still kind of like 7 of cups. So now this is coming to me that there are 7 other things that I could be working on right now. Okay, and also to let this not plague us. Now initially it was not working for things or others that don't necessarily serve you or the greater higher purpose. Spiritually, and also needing with 7 to allow these things to rest, 7 being a day of rest, time of rest. So don't, you know, let this is now trying to cause you anxiety, but you're really not going to have it, because you know you're focusing on creating something. So it's okay, they're fine. The other things that you're not focusing on while you're focusing on that one thing, right, are fine. And so there's that 1 cup again. So we're going to have to decide that we make the transition back to focusing. And eventually this, you know, idealistic picture is always going to be there, whoever it put there, where it came from, some long-term goal or farther down the line. I'm not really sure about that. But it could be something that maybe you already have, and that's going to be grounding, because that's down by the feet. So basically you're just going to just have 2 happy feet right there. And especially at the bottom of the deck, wrapping it up, we'll do the middle of the deck as well. You have the 2 of Cups, so sort of meeting of the minds here. And so this is always going to be a balance of the things that are in play, the things I have to do, the things you have to do, the things I want to do, right? There's always a balance, what's going on there and what's not. And this is the relief that you're now having. You're having the realization that, you know what, it can be finding strength in the unification of these things, right? So the pending obligations, me wanting to work on whatever I want to work on, somebody or something trying to distract me to lower vibration, could have something to do with the world, or some old bullshit. We all think, oh, all this stuff is new. I'm sorry, no, but take a good look at that Chariot card so that we can move back into a focus. This also brings some relief with the Ten of Swords reversing here. And so, well, you know what? Maybe you're going to find somebody new. Or maybe this is you meeting up with yourself or some old intelligence that you know, a remnant of it was just left behind in the past. That's what I got there for you. So that's the card reading. And we can, well, I'll take a picture of all that stuff on there, maybe. Hold on. I had to drop like my THs and everything. I don't need speech therapy, man. Show therapy, man. Therapy. Oh, that's the wrong way. So hold on just a second. Really don't need to give everybody the month of September, but unless I move that book and then I move the cards, I don't feel like doing that either. So I'll wrap those back up. And dang, okay. Like when you're in school and you're trying to focus, I guess, so you can be both people. You've been both the kid who got in trouble for being loud as well as the person who's trying to focus, and it's like, it's like, shut up back here. You know, I'm trying to fucking focus here. But then also, we're also that loud person too. So it's like, oh, okay, sure, we'll be quiet. you know, so coming together and realizing that, especially letting go of judgment of ourselves and others. And we do have the World card coming up, just as a little follow through. On the 24th, that's going to be the World card and the Empress. And so now, you know, Jupiter, big on the 24th, Jupiter and Saturn, the World card, 21. And Empress, Jupiter and Venus, you know, card 3. So 21, 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. That's on the 24th. We'll do an Oracle card. The thing about Jupiter is, and then combined with Saturn, combining the karma and enlivening it, you know, to a massive aspect. So for us, the Earth is our whole world, right? And Jupiter could swallow us whole quite easily. And then the Empress, Venus, she's our, you know, I was going to call her a silly little thing. That's not a namesake. This is a namesake for Venus. She's a tiny little titan, okay? And so we're going to think about, you know, could possibly think about love, expanding on love on the 24th. Think about how we can love ourselves as well. And what can we give rewards to? Or how can we receive it? Or, you know, are we going to have any karma? And how does this relate to love and receiving? So it's more like receiving karma. It's Venus, Divine Feminine, receive. Jupiter, expanding on receiving karmas. Key of Light, reverse, 26. 2 plus 6. So the 26, we're not quite there yet. We were on the 24th. 24th is World and Empress, and 25th, we're going to follow that up with the Fool and the Emperor card. So the Fool is interesting. It's a master number, and representing the Alpha and Omega. So you've come through all these things, and the universe gave you some bullshit. So yesterday, the 21st, you sat with it, you worked with it. Tomorrow, today, for the 22nd, we're going to use this, make it into an action with our thoughts and our magic. And we're going to release judgment the next day and begin to allow ourselves to sort of receive. 24th, just went over it. 25th, Fool and Emperor. With a Fool and the Emperor on the 25th, so Fool with Earth and Uranus, so strange messages can be coming in. And we can also, let's see, the Emperor, you know, I'm thinking just based off, it's just Earth and Aries. So what's going on with the world? What am I doing for the world, or am I contributing to my world? And then 26, we have the Key of Light, reverse. This is something that's happening in action right now. And so we'll take a deeper look into this card and what its meaning is representing. So coming back again with the King of Wands, which is in our tarot reading. The 26 representing the first decan of Aries, as well as the Hierophant, so Mercury and Taurus. So the abundance of our thoughts. And how is it that we are commanding the abundance of our thoughts in the creation of ourselves and in the actions that we're taking? Okay, so let's move on to getting the book real quick for that. Walk like a duck or something. I don't know what I'm doing. Ouch. Try not to kill myself. Okay. This is so funny if we're already in the underworld. So let's see if we get the middle and the bottom. It's like, hey, how do you think we got here? Is it under, upper, outer? It's just so many levels. This is Wong on so many levels. So we have first ray of power and divine talents. So one, again, it's a lot about ourselves. What does it create in? What does it create in here? To get a little Irish, I thought I'd never have an accent again for the rest of my life. We have 39 divine talents. 183. So then again, that's 3. So if you add them up, that's represented by 3. So that's also represented by, is it the 20? It's just the 24th. So the 24th, all right, coming up as well. This a little bit of a change maybe of the cards, maybe then the Key of Light's taking a little bit more place, a little bit more divine talents taking place, a little more first ray of power take place. Just contemplating the idea of what it could possibly be. So there's the first ray of power. Here's your Key of Light. Oh, it's $1 million. Oh, I mean, shoot. Oh no, there is $1 million. Look good, because you know what else? We got alchemical mutation. You got $1 million with a 22 initiation by fire. Okay, let's see. So today's 22nd. First year in the United States of America. God bless America. 26. Key of Light. Ready? Ready for this? Ready. 26. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. Hilarious. I need to pull a tarot card for that. Star card reversed. So remember, the 20th, we're coming in off the star card, right? So what the universe has offered us more recently, and the strength card. What strength did we derive for it? So yesterday's 21st. And we went in and internal about it, and whatever we had to do. Today we're going to take action. So just remember, release judgment for the 23rd and be able to receive more thoughts and insight about that moving into the 24th. Right? A little bit more fruition, a little bit more integration, and then a kind of a start, a new beginning on this thing on the 25th. Now moving into the 26th, once again, King of Wands, first decan of Aries, right? Really, first decan of Aries, you're the one here. Stop it with it. Just read the damn thing. Okay, 26. The Key of Light. Archangel Michael loves you and serves your soul journey. He brings a spiritual gift now. The Key of Light. And this key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement. Physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. All right, and Archangel Michael has a message for you, and that message is that, okay, you have the power of the divine in you. You have the ability to free yourself, no matter what it seems. Whether it seems that another person, a set of circumstances, or the entire world holds more power than you. Your power of freedom is unconditional. Your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require that, I don't know why I'm laughing. It doesn't require that, you know why you're laughing? It doesn't require that I talk to myself. Sure, let's just do that in public. Don't require that outer circumstances change in order for you to be free. Though I can't read. As you choose freedom, outer circumstances often change radically. So it's like one of those things where you're trying to comprehend and read aloud. Like we're back in 5th grade. For now, to be free, use the key of light. That means staying true to what you know for yourself. Gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Do not cave to naysayers and fear generators. Most especially, do not collapse under your own fears or doubts. I'm pretty sure we just talked about this, folks. So listen up. This is the loud kids in the back of the class. I can shut. If I was their teacher, they'd be loud on purpose or what? That'd piss me off. It's like, oh, so funny. She gets mad at us. So don't get mad. So don't cave into naysayers and fear generators, because people are gonna just be like that. Unless you like know that you can approach it and have fun with it, and then like you ever like have to act like you're mad and you're not even mad. You just have to be stern for the good love of nothing. Let's see. Gently and persistently collapse under your own fears or doubts. No, wait, that's not what you wanted to. This woman is fired. Gently and lovingly assert your truth now. Do not cave into naysayers and fear generators. Most especially, do not collapse under your old fears or doubts. Gently and persistently cleaving to the light within will bring you through any apparent obstacle. Free you from any apparent prism and ensure. I can't do this, man. I just can't fucking do it, man. I can do it. I'm doing it right now. Like LL Cool J, doing it well. From any apparent prison and ensure your divine destiny, it is fulfilled. All doors shall be open to you. You are being given a gift of unconditional grace. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to step back and radiate love from your center. That, I don't know what's going on. I'm like having 15,000 things happen in my brain. And so that's the thing that was happening over here in the reading too. It's happening kind of here for me. Step back and radiate love from your center. That is your way. You do not have to betray your spirituality to fight. It's whatever, man. Judge me. This is judgment card, man. 23rd. Watch math. Watch math. And you can fight with love and trust that you can be your way as a spiritual warrior. Just never focus, as difficult as it is. In each moment, it's a stupid watch too. You can hear it. It's not stupid. Like, yeah, I'm grateful. We have to be grateful for the things, man. You're grateful for everything. If we're not grateful, nothing's great. Everything's taken for granted. I'll tell you what it is. In each moment, you choose love and trust. You are fighting the good fight. Okay. All kinds of nervous energy, just like pew, 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 pew. That love is expressed in no as much as in yes. For when you fight against those... my battery's gonna die. I should probably plug my phone in. For when you fight against those... Yeah. I'm gonna plug my phone in. I'll lose the video. Charger here. Anybody? Hold on a second. 2 ions of my brain have just fired efficiently. For that. Okay. Whew. That's been a tough one. I never had such challenging 3 paragraphs. For when you fight against those who want you to deny the truth, you are standing clear and strong in loving truth. Jeez. Michael helps you realize the strength that you already have within to do this. This oracle is a message for you to trust your own ability to triumph right now. You are the key to success. You must believe in yourself. You don't have to force a door to open. In perfect time, according to divine grace, all doors will open for you. Your dreams and actions will prove themselves in time. No person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be going to sleep. That was part of it too. For me it's 1 a.m. or something. It's no big deal. What do you want from me? Focus? Attention? Your dreams and actions will prove themselves in time. No person, place, or thing has any power to hold you back. The key of light is spiritual permission from the universe to succeed in your life mission. You shall not be kept back from your divine destiny. You shall be empowered to succeed. If it's not perfect, it keeps happening, and I will delete it. I'll delete it. I don't delete it. I archive it. You can see it if you see it. It's a good reading when it's like this whole self-defeatist attitude and your melatonin kicked in. You're supposed to be asleep already. It's fine. It's just like proper planning and whatever. Refuse, and it's nobody's business, but it's what's going on. Refuse to give up on your dreams, and this may mean freeing yourself from situations or relationships that have enslaved or controlled you. And so when you are ready, this can be done with great gentleness, compassion, and I have static, and strength. Ooh, I really do have like static. I just feel like I have static in my brain, like I can't focus here. Free yourself with love, not fear. You may need to lock doors to the past behind you. With divine empowerment, you can completely and utterly allow the past to be over. You will find that new doors can then be unlocked for you. That was a challenge. Okay, invocation. Challenges create our greatest strengths. So you can sit there and complain, or you stutter your way through it nervously, at least for the love of Christ, right? Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. Next card after this is 27, so. And he's like, yeah, live from your heart center, man. I totally feel that. I love it 100%. Do what serves humanity. Sorry about it. Surfer Jesus just showed, hey, what's up, Surfer Jesus? Alright. I call up, it's all the water energy. It's like, just imagine. It's like, it probably is out there, dude. We don't even know, dude. Just like, bruh. I call upon Archangel Michael. This is the invocation for card 26. If you were able to comprehend anything that I just said and that resonated with you, please join me in reading or repeating this invocation, okay, to yourself out loud or in your mind or in your heart. All right? So with this bread, no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. The invocation for card 26. I call upon Archangel Michael and the key of light. So get the key. Okay. I give thanks for the divine gift of liberation from any restraining circumstance. I give thanks for the divine gift of liberation from any restraining circumstance. I give thanks for the opportunity to completely close any door I choose and open any door I choose. So I give thanks for the opportunity to completely close any door I choose and open any door I choose. I am grateful to the loving encouragement of the universe, reminding me that I will be successful in fulfilling my divine life purpose. May I be assisted, and may we be assisted by unconditional love to use my power of freedom with wisdom. May I be assisted by unconditional love to use my power of freedom with wisdom. May all beings be blessed by the grace of the divine, so that the past ceases to hold them in pain, and new opportunities of love can be accepted. May humanity open the door to light and love within through my own free will, and those of us who read the invocation here on the video through our free will, also through, free will itself, and the unconditional loving guides that serve human evolution. So be it. Yay! And if you prayed that prayer, no, I feel like Joel Osteen. Oh, yay, it's right there. I wanted to talk about this. This was what it was just referencing in my opinion. It said that, reminding me that I will be successful in fulfilling my divine life purpose. So that was a reminder, because it was on all the way on the floor, like a 2000 song. Every song was on the floor. It was Jennifer Lopez was on the floor. It was Usher was on the floor. It was on the floor. What are they doing down there? Oh, it's a past life activation. Well, that makes sense. Shoot. I guess that's it for the Equinox reading. And good morning to you as well. So let's see. I'm just going to cancel out my friend. Oh, that is not me. You know who says my friend? That is the neighborhood hope dealer. It just channeled right through my face. What's up, girl? She's a sweetie. You can follow her for, she does tarot readings every Tuesday. She's very consistent with her schedule. Me, not so much. I didn't say if anybody could be scheduling and planning anything, you could schedule a planning or reading. Readings are amazing. So we'll get right to the heart of it. Is leading ourselves back to ourselves. So we just kind of get buried under the shit of life, and it's my sort of duty, and with my permission, only if anyone asks me, I'll say like, hey man, let's take a look at your name or your birthday. I can give you a mild look at your astrology chart. And so the astrology charts, I'm not a professional astrologer. I'm more like a beginning astrologer. But I can, a lot of people, if you like haven't seen your chart, you don't know like, even remotely what anything means. You know, so I'm more like novice, like lower intermediate. You know, can't tell you nothing really hardly about your transits right now, but maybe in a couple months. So, because transits, I didn't start studying the transits. But I have a lot of different ways I look at things, and I study a lot of things at once. So that comes down to my human design type. My human design type is manifesting generator, and that's something I can also help you find as well. So what type of energy do you hold, carry? Where do you hold it? Where do you carry it? Where is it strong? Where do you know to find your intuition? For me, it's right here in my sacral. That's really none of anybody's business. Well, you don't have to tell people that, but it's something that you can, keep it in your side pocket. So it's usually like, so first we had initially, we have thoughts and the divine masculine, and then together we bring in the high priestess. So then we have the feminine. So this is the receiving, right? So we're going to start integrating these two things, right? And so that's going to bring us to the Empress energy coming up, and that's it. I don't remember, anything at all. But I remember everything and everything and nothing. So those things all happen like a triangle, Divine triangle of life. Sun card magician for the 22nd. Yeah, and so the high priestess coming the 23rd. Empress on the 24th. Emperor 25th. Okay, Hierophant 26th. So watch out, it's 27th, September 27th. Anybody knows what day of the week that is, God bless you. Today's the 22nd, and it's a Thursday, sometime on the weekend. Very cool. We're moving on to the Queen of Wands and the Lovers. Focus more on the second decan of Aries, so we'll kind of sort of getting past this bullshit. And a little bit more of loving, but also the duality, sort of caring for yourself and others a little bit more, following your passions a little bit more. Over the weekend, so aftermarket was like Saturday, Sunday, I was like, write something. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for the compliment. And it's rubyweeds.site. You can visit the Linktree in the bio, and we redid the look so it's a little bit more cohesive. So there you can find a place to do tips. There's PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, and it's all at $7.29 XL. And the website, rubyweeds.site, it's just reading it right there. You can get a reading for any amount of energy exchange. I just have it for a flat rate for the time being, simplicity's sake, and value and worth, is always imperative to keep. So it's also very worth it on your spiritual journey. I appreciate the ability and the cognizance to be able to be here to give you some information. I think this video is probably kind of long. I hope that it wasn't too long. I don't really care what it was. I mean, I care. I'm not sitting here. I didn't have a goal on a timer. I can tell you it wasn't that long. It was like maybe 30 minutes. Let's see. Here's what it is. Okay. Here's one more card for your tarot reading. So if anybody with one bonus tarot card, you got the Justice card. So that is the card of Libra. Yes. So this is deciding now what is it we're going to take action on to create balance. And this is having to do with our security, who we truly are in our health. What is our heart representing? Our royalty. Are we seeing particularly, are we allowing our mind to speak to us? Are we allowing ourselves to receive intuition from the higher self or goal in life and feel the warmth? Are we able to feel the warmth and the safety and security in that time? That's a good question. So with the Eight of Pentacles reverse and the High Priestess, so coming into balance with these things, and we do have the moon was in Leo. What is you know that the sun is moving into Libra, so it's not going to be Virgo season anymore. You know that's what the 22nd is. I didn't realize that everybody is. So if you're not focused on your goals, man, you make sure you focus on your goals. If you're not focused on your goals, be focused on fairness and integration. Right? So other than that, if we just flip to we'll do one oracle bonus. I'm leafing like a tree. There's your oracle bonus, and it is alchemical mutation. So working together with groups 3, 1, who we are, right? What's it? The first decan of Aries. We have Gemini, so Mars, and taking action. How taking action with yourself. 3 + 1 is 4. It's to build a structure within yourself. That's called alchemical mutation. So you're going to meet a trigger point in your life. Something that's going to irritate you or frustrate you. Like I was talking about the kids in the back of the class. Sometimes that kid in the back of the class is you. So if you take 2 seconds to realize that, that would be one way to help recognize integration. So a lot of times when we see something that triggers us in others, something in others that triggers us, that's something that we need to work on. That's something they need to do. Sure, maybe they need to, if they're too close in your face, there are things that need to be handled certain ways. But there's also, you know, lines of disrespect that generally are not actually crossed that far. It's us and our own thought process and our own thought patterns. And how are we going to be able to transmute that energy? Because once again, with this first decan of energies, this in the Aries field, we are focusing on ourself once again, okay, in a good way. We're going into this fall. We're going to the fall now. So now we're having Libra with the balance, as you see with the Justice card, okay. We're going to integrate, you know, how is it that we're receiving this life, you know, and maybe we can't always focus on what is, look at random thing, and then shuffle them, what we're working on. You can't always focus on that. Sometimes, you know, what is balanced and fair, and how can we integrate and be graceful and take action as well as be able to perceive or be the, you know, understand, not just be the angry person, but be the understanding person. So you're able to transmute into that higher self or listen to your higher self or what the universe has to say. If I read the quick introduction, just because I just can't get enough of fucking oracle and tarot cards. That's what I love. It's not that, I mean, I really do like channeling divine. So your spiritual goals for the alchemical communication. Okay, not speaking in English. Your spiritual growth is changing your mind, body, and soul, and it's very real. And it's helping you to fulfill all aspects of your divine destiny. And it is awakening spiritual talents and attracting in new energies. And this process will bring tremendous joy and satisfaction. So I'm just going to read this. We're going to close it out with this invocation. And so I hope that even in this moment, that your triggers are not only being released so they can flap their wings and come back to you. You can recognize that that's not something that's so ugly. Oh, that's something beautiful. Oh, I can use that in a good way, or that doesn't have anything to do with me, and just let it keep flying for the love of God. I call upon the beings, because if it doesn't serve you, it doesn't need to return to you, and if it's plaguing you and causing you a low vibration destiny, it doesn't need to you. That I call upon the beings that love me unconditionally and ask for divine grace, protection, information, assistance, intervention, and healing in all ways now. As changes happen alchemically, may your body and mind be supported and recover with divine assistance. Celebrate the alchemy that light creates, and with kindness, Allow it to unfold for your body, mind, and soul, according to the guiding hand of divine love. May all those on the path of love and light be assisted to walk their path with as much joy and as little suffering as possible. And through our own free will, my own free will, divine grace, this universe, so be it. Alright? So boom diggity dog. Yeah. We're saying their name. Align your chakra. So if you want to be in meditation, you'll open the crown of your head and allow the divine white light to pour in. And we'll connect the bottom of your feet, the roots of your soles. The atmosphere is just so substrict. You're going to now release anything that is not intended. And it's just going to have the white light cycling through. Now that your feet are connected to the earth, there's jumbling around with the white light is going. This is embarrassing. It's swirling down. So now, okay, we're going to move it. There it's going. Moving the energies, yes. Okay. And we're going to take out what you don't need and let it fly with this butterfly wings. And then you get to ground into your body. So we're going to bring you back down into your body. Bring you back out of that, astral headspace and bring you back down. There you go. You're more grounded now. More grounded. More grounded now. Have a great night.